live, right? Please tell me we're live. Hey, there we go. Looks like we're live. Great. Warning, please check video resolution. Yeah, I don't care about that right now, YouTube, because you were a jerk. I don't know why you decided my previous video was not suitable for YouTube streaming, because there was nothing wrong with it. I really didn't get any further than this by the time you cut it off. It doesn't make one lick of sense to me. And yet here I am. Oh, you don't believe me? I streamed about 30 minutes. I did a full review of Common America. I did some commentary on some cool projects I found, like, well, I guess found's the wrong word, but that you should go check out, like Cody Fernandez's Jack Irons. And then YouTube just decided that, I don't know what they decided, but it went bad. And they were like, yeah, you don't get to stream. Your stream is junk. And frankly, I am offended. Because they're implying I'm breaking some kind of rule. And I ain't breaking no rules, man. So, just to be super safe, I can't actually show you any art in this book. So I'm already taking a big risk by showing you the title. This is the book that YouTube doesn't want you to see. That's how good this comic book is. So let me just pop over here. And we'll just show my right monitor. See, I'm not kidding. I totally did this review already. Your video was flagged for us to review upon review. This was about 5 minutes into my review. I had not even really opened the book up yet, and it was just done. So I don't know what it was I said, what it was I did, but somehow I said some magical phrase that got me in trouble. Not a clue what it is. Common America is fantastic, by the way. I just can't show you Common America because YouTube won't let me show you Common America. And maybe that was the words. Maybe just the title of this is all it took to get them to hit me with this crap. I don't know, because the email never tells you what you did wrong. Like, I think this is the first time I've ever gotten one of these, and it doesn't tell you what rule you broke, not even remotely. Hi, Eliza, as you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow. Great! I love rules that tell you what is kosher and what isn't kosher. That is really the only way that all of us together can, get together and live our lives in peace and harmony and freedom. So whatever it was I did wrong, I apologize. But if you don't tell me what I did wrong, I can't do anything to fix it. Now, of course, I did appeal this. It's not going to come to any, like, there's no fruition there. There's nothing there. So, man, I totally had that review down, too, man. I had it down stone cold. I did it great, because it's a great book. So I think I can only show you, like, fractions of individual panels. Man, well, no. Sorry, Ninja Weasel. There's a censor bar here. We're not even using StreamYard. I'm doing this with OBS. That way I have a recording of this thing. Because that review, all the stuff I did in the last video was great. And it is to the world's detriment that it was lost. It is absolutely the world's detriment that it was lost. Hey, what are you doing just sitting there? You should just hop in. You know, I'm going to go hop on right over here. I'm going to get in my chit chat channel on my server, and you or Rob or somebody should get on here and talk to me about this, because you need to talk me off the ledge before I, like, metaphorically not actually do anything, because I'm not a maniac. What do you think? I'm going to, like, hurt myself or something? That'd be stupid. I'm not that kind of person. But I am really incensed. Yeah, the book was great, man. So you can see the cover. It's got these cool holographic stripes. Like, isn't that awesome? Holographic stripes are totally awesome, by the way. And I wish I could show you more holographic stripes, but I'm not allowed by whatever rule.
Well, I can see the cover-ish.
Yeah, you can see the top, like, inch and a half of the cover. We're censoring everything.
From what I see, the art looks really good. I like the hair.
Oh, the art is super adorable, like on the inside. Here, let me flip over. Like they're playing baseball on the first page. I didn't even get to this before I got that community strike. I don't know what rule I broke.
America's pastime, baseball.
Yeah, it's super cute. The art all through this thing is super cute. It's very manga inspired. It's cute. It's colorful. It's fun. I have no idea what possible thing happened. Oh, whoa, 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 sorry. I almost showed too much of the cover.
The cover was too curvy.
But see, I did just a video recording review of, and the cover was on the screen for like half of that, man. You would think that you would think that would have got me in trouble if that was the problem.
The ways of the YouTube are mysterious and often seeming completely arbitrary.
Oh, we are so far beyond completely arbitrary. Let me pull up. Did I get a response to my appeal? No, but they did send me an email saying that now live on your channel, the book YouTube didn't want you to see. Yep, that's exactly what's going on here. I don't know, man. This was a great book. It was cute and sweet and innocent and fun. Like, there's nothing really objectionable in this entire book.
Well, awesome.
Like, you could give this to, an 8-year-old and they'd love it. Oh man.
My parents calling. Hold that thought.
If you gotta go, you gotta go, man. Thanks for hopping on. Oh, lordy. I hope I'm not just like... Man, it's a shame. Like, I don't know. Was it the cover? Can I not show that? I mean, I don't even think I, showed the title of the volume here, but that's a hoot. Stars and Strife. It's a pun, man. This whole book is full of puns. It's full of fun stuff like that. It's full of characters that, well, I kind of recognize Brian Ball right there, creator of Rags. Like, that's totally him. But can't show you anything. Just we got to put a burqa or something here, man. Ooh, did that just get me struck? That might have just got me struck. Oh, it's annoying because it was such a fun review that I did. I had a blast, and I think everybody would have had a blast if they had been allowed to see it. We're gonna chill out for a minute here. I gotta cool off, hot under the collar. Oh, how's everybody doing out there? Man, hold on. We can do better than this. Hold on. There's, I have another notebook, or another notepad. Let me use that one. Because this one has the names of some of the attacks that got busted out. And they're a hoot, man. Alright, twin-tailored tasers. That lets you know what you're in for with this book, man. It's just like Sailor Moon, or something like that. Any Sentai show. They're just yelling out the names of their attack. Twin-tailored tasers! And it's fun. It's innocent and sweet and cute. I don't know. I'm not even, feuding or anything. I don't think I have any enemies on YouTube that would be, striking me down to get more powerful or something. I don't even get it. Oh, wow. That is a bad take. I can't even explain that. I was hoping Tim Lim would see my tweet, but I guess he didn't. But some random person that I have no idea who it is liked that tweet, so I think I'll go give him a follow. There you go, buddy. enjoy your follow. All right, see, because I didn't say anything, man. I didn't reference the ongoing situation that we all find ourselves in, or anything like that. So let's just take a look at the book. All right, I made you wait long enough. So yeah, it starts off with a baseball game, and well, I think we've all been the kid who doesn't get out of the way. Like, I know I've gotten hit by a baseball once or twice in my life. It's America's pastime. The main character, Carly, she doesn't even want to play baseball, man. I thought you hated baseball. But her teacher made her do it. And that's kind of the ongoing theme of a lot of this book, is she does things that other people tell her that she should be doing. And as she goes along through this journey, she finds herself and she gets to do what she wants to do, which is a different thing than doing what somebody tells you you should be doing. It's a very uplifting sentiment. I don't know who could find it objectionable. Hold on, I can't see my chat. Let me put my chat over here. There we go, now I can see my chat. Hello, my chat. I mean, it's just Ninja Weasel and me, I think, but hello, my chat. How are you doing? I can't show you the book because the book got me in trouble. So just pretend you can see the book and how good it is right here. What a goofy, goofy world we live in. Hold on, I just got linked a news article. I should give this a look real quick. Whoa, real quick. Oh no, you don't. Don't you ought to play no video at me, news article. Oh, I think I saw this article earlier, so I don't need to reread this. Okay, that's cool. It looks like Mr. Crazy Rob might be joining us here. Oh, I'm really mad. And I'm trying not to be a downer about it, but it's really hard. Because I had so much fun with what I was talking about before. I had cool stuff I was showing on Twitter to people. Let me see if I can go find some of this stuff before we really get into this book while we're waiting here. Indiegogo Cowboy Steel campaign, that's the one. Let me put that here. Let me just go ahead and share this real quick. We don't really need the old Gato going, although I guess I can just wave to you right there. Give everybody a thumbs up, man. Have a thumbs up. I hope you're having a great day out there, great evening, great whatever you got going on. But Cody here, he was like, man, my campaign might not be doing so good. And he's right. He's running out of time, and he's only 2/3 of the way there. And I would like this campaign to cross the finish line. I would like it to make it across the threshold. Get to issue number 3, issue number 3. Because I want to see, like, I really liked the first issue. You can go look at my review of that. Like, it ends with, like, crazy cyborg stuff. It's awesome. And then the second issue is a lot of exposition. I'm a little less hype about that. So what's the third one going to look like? I'm not sure, but I want to find out. I want to find out. He's a super cool guy, too. Like, I don't want you to think he's, like, not. He is totally super cool. He's cool to talk to. Hold on, let me click back to just the Elgato and pull up my notifications, because I told him somewhere that Kickstarter probably has a larger audience, and he might want to give that a try instead of Indiegogo, but that's not the tweet I want to look at. Yeah, here it is. Let me throw that back up here. So he's got like this, and then I can't believe we're already near the end of the campaign. I kind of wanted to get him on to talk tonight, but I think he had like 2 other stream gigs lined up to go talk and do promo on. So, you know, I can understand. I hope it's understandable why I didn't like try to yell at him, get him on here or something. And it's like, hey, sounds good. So maybe I'll have Cody on here one day, and we can talk and hopefully not get in trouble for talking. because that seems to be what YouTube is all about. See, the thing is, I'm not even in some kind of crazy like streamer war. Like some people, you know, they get strikes because they're busy feuding with somebody else or something like that. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just trying to chill out and be cool. I'm trying to tell you about cool stuff like this book. I'm kind of worried. Can I even say the name? Did the name get me in trouble? Or Jack Irons, which you can see like right down there. Like, you should go check these things out. They are worth your time. Maybe you decide you don't like them, and that's okay. Hey, comment the book that YouTube doesn't want you to see. I think they're on Indiegogo now. Yeah, here it is. Gosh, I don't know what I can show you on this page, because if, like, the cover of this book got me in trouble, the back cover sure will. Hold on, I can probably show this. This is just kind of cute. Let me... a little sample art. So you can kind of see what you're getting into on the interior. God, I'm afraid to open my book! I did a whole, like, unboxing thing on here. Yesterday or day before, I forget which. And that's up and fine and not in any kind of trouble, so why is streaming this book getting me in trouble? I don't know. But this is all about Carly, and it's her journey. You see in her childhood and then her adulthood, she's always doing what other people want and not what she wants. We start off in her childhood, that baseball game, those scenes. Then we jump to before she has any kind of powers, which is what you see in this picture here. She just got done at a USO show. She's sitting in the back of a Humvee or Jeep or truck or something. I forget what, right off the top of my head. And she's like, man, that show went great, but it could have gone better. You know, I just want people to like what I do. I'm trying to do what people are telling me to do. I'm trying to do what they want me to do. And it's not working. Which is a running theme in the whole book. It's a journey of self-discovery. It's not just like an origin story. It's like a coming-of-age story. So there she is performing on stage. So you can get this book for $10. And... I presume there is shipping, but I don't know what the shipping was. I think it was like $15 when I got this on Kickstarter, which for a square-bound graphic novel, that's pretty reasonable. That is totally pretty reasonable. That is, yes, leave. I want to go back to the campaign. Oh, good, it didn't show anything. So anyway, right after this scene that is shown here in the art is when she gets her powers, and she wakes up in Area 51, and there's some shenanigans there. From Area 51, they go to... Or she goes to, I guess I should say, like the next place, and we just follow her journey. Maybe I should have muted myself on Discord. That way I wouldn't be talking so loud in Ninja Weasel's ear. Hopefully he's like muted me or something. This is a perk I didn't get. Wow, they're already sold out? But I got these neat little acrylic standees of the character. Not really my jam. I got nowhere to put that kind of stuff. But still, kind of cute. Oh, I'm not even showing the campaign, am I? I'm a derp. It's that perk. Already sold out. They got like sketches and all kinds of crazy stuff. And you should come over to the campaign and take a look at that. I really want to crack the book open. Anyway, the book is written by Dr. Timothy Lim. I'm sorry, the art is by Dr. Timothy Lim. The book is written by Mark Pellegrini. Mark Pellegrini loves horror stories. He writes lots of fun satirical stuff in his comic books that he's worked with Tim Lim on. Great stuff, absolutely great stuff. Let me plug my headset up so we don't get any weird beepies interrupting us here in a minute. I'm gonna go check my email real quick and make sure we haven't been deleted or something in the middle of the stream. Nope, we haven't been deleted or anything. Oh, this note is still, it still burns me. It still burns me, man. I can't believe it. And the worst part is they don't tell you any of this, like what you did. Oh man.
1, 2, 3.
Oh hey, it sounds like it's Mr. Rob over there.
Yeah, though.
Oh dude, I'm so salty right now.
Dare I ask what's increased your sodium intake?
Well, I did have, was it orange chicken? Now I'm suddenly forgetting if it was orange chicken or actual General Tso's chicken that I had for dinner. But, you know, I did have, like, some fried, very sodium-filled stuff for dinner. So that is part of it. Yeah, so if you want to hop over to my stream, there should be a fresh link down in my YouTube server, and I can just show you why I'm salty, because I am so salty. Let me zoom.
Hang on. It's not giving me. It's not showing anything for your stream on Discord and.
Yeah, it is YouTube videos. It's got the wrong title and stuff, but it's the last link there. Unless YouTube just killed it, which I wouldn't put past them, because well, that's what they did to the first time I tried to stream a review of this comic book.
Alright, it did not go out this...
I can't believe. Somehow, all I did, like, they showed the first 5 minutes, that's all that exists of that stream. And it's just the cover of this comic book, and me derping around, trying to get the cameras to line up the way I want and all that crap, man. That's it. Like, the most offensive thing is I said the word help-atude. I think Rob died. Oh, wait. I don't... That's a joke, YouTube. That's a complete joke. Don't take what I just said seriously. That was not...
Helpitude?
Helpitude, man. I said the word helpitude. You believe it? I can't hear you, dude, if you're talking, man. I'm sorry. He might be having internet troubles.
No, I'm just getting some... I'm just having some weird issues with this.
I guess you are. Well, if you're having technical difficulties and Ninja Weasel is talking to his parents, I guess I'm just going to run through this review real quick.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the attempt, man. Take care of yourself. Alright, let's get to this review here before... Oh, God, and it's playing that song. And just boop. There we go. That's better. Alright, so I can't show you the cover. Hopefully I can show you some of the interior art. So, she's performing for the USO. Oh, look. It's my bud, Brian Ball, and bad things happen. There's a kaboom. Now this character, the name she adopts early on, the name she first appeared as was Warhen. W-A-R-H-E-N, like a chicken. And the talent agency is like, oh, chickens are super popular, man. Everybody loves a good chicken, right? You know, whether you're talking like actual like chicken strips or whatever. Everybody loves some chickens.
Chicken tenders, depending on where you are.
Hey, there you go. You know? I mean, I love me some chicken. I had chicken for dinner. Everybody loves chicken. So, and that's kind of a play on words, because she's a parody of Miss Marvel. One of Miss Marvel's many names over the last 30 years was Warbird. So she's totally like that character. The origin story kind of mirrors. There's a weird alien energy. Gives her superpowers. Oh, it sounds just like most Marvel characters, doesn't it?
I think it's in the contract if you write for Marvel.
Probably. Anyway, she wakes up in... Boom! Area 51! Was that dramatic? I was trying to make that dramatic.
I think you need a dun dun dun.
You just provided it for me, thank you. And so they're going to do some science to her. The army tries to give her a contract to hire her to be a superhero for the army or whatever. She's like, no, no, no. Which is a divergence from Carol Danvers, the Miss Marvel character, because she's her origin story is she's like a test pilot for the Air Force or something. So, hey, whatever. Whatever works. And her friend, Vicky, picks her up. Vicky looks super cute with them big glasses. Kind of reminds me of Velma. Must be the V name. I don't know. I'm just going with it, man. Just going with it. And they go back home. And once she gets home, she's like, hey, I've got crazy superpowers. So she does what everybody with crazy superpowers does. She hires a PR firm.
Wait, what?
You gotta have a PR firm. You gotta have a media relations agency. That way you can get contracts and sponsorship deals and all that kind of stuff, right? Make a lot of money.
I guess it makes sense. I'm just not used to people doing practical choices in comics. It always seems like there's some sort of obligatory stupidity.
Oh, there's plenty of obligatory stupidity. Because she goes to fight a giant dinosaur that's wearing a pumpkin, who can't be known as Dino Pumpkin because that name was already copyrighted, so that dinosaur is instead Gordosaurus. And the very first thing that happens, she shows up and gets eaten. Alright, great book, right? No, she defeats the dinosaur eventually, of course. Like, that would be a really crummy story if the dinosaur just ate the hero and that was the end of the story. Then it goes on to like a montage sequence of cool action here where she battles opponents, or actually just shows the defeats because it's a montage sequence and I'm a sucker for montages, especially training montages in movies. I love those things. But she defeats enemies such as Kangsta Rapper. Huh? 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 No?
Really? Really?
Yeah. And, of course, Kablob, who's an exploding kind of blobby enemy thing, I guess. I'm not really sure what's going on there. She gets on talk shows, makes the rounds, and then she does the unthinkable. Can you guess what terrible faux pas she does?
There's right after Labor Day?
That's really close, actually. You're not that wrong. So with the character Carly, what she likes to do, like her dream is she wants to make like cool clothes and sell them. You know, she wants to be a fashion designer. And so she's got like this awesome scarf she's made, she's wearing, she's like walking around, and she gives it to this little old lady. And the little old lady wears it. It's a total disaster because now her name is associated with like little old ladies instead of like stylish models on the catwalk. And the media relations firm is like, no, just go home. We'll fix this for you. Just leave. It's terrible.
Hold on. She's acting as a hero, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And heroes are supposed to do things like, oh, I don't know, give articles of clothing to people who are less fortunate, right? Or even gifts to fans.
I don't know. Doesn't seem to have worked out for her. Like, it's all over the news. They're all talking about how terrible she is and how it's a fashion disaster. So no, she wasn't supposed to. You're living in a universe where people are expected to do good things there, man. You need to come over to the more realistic universe where fashion faux pas from seamstress superheroine, 24-hour news cycle, baby. It's right there. Bam.
We're going with the Marvel universes of punishing any good deed whatsoever, right?
Absolutely. So anyway, she quits the agency because the agency is trying to hook her up with a sidekick. And she's like, I'm not having none of that, yo. I'm going to go do my own thing. And they're like, fine, but we own the name Warhead. And they're like, psh. She's like, I don't even care. Because she wants to be Common America. Which I hope I can say on YouTube without getting in trouble again. Because I don't want to get in trouble, YouTube. This is the book I'm not allowed to show you, but I'm showing it to you anyway. Triggered. I'm triggered. Oh, I forgot to mention this time, talking about the book. when she's overseas at the start and she's doing that USO show, and that's where the explosion happens that gives her strange cosmic powers. The country she's in is Topkekistan. Just so you know. That might have been what got me kicked off of YouTube the first time. So I just said it. We'll see if I suddenly get banned. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
We're good so far. I don't see any fresh email telling me my video's been removed from YouTube in my inbox. So I got that going for me.
It's one thing to penalize offensive things. It's another thing to make it so that you can't even mention something. It becomes a taboo, and I think that's...
I don't even know what I did wrong, man. The email just says, your video has been removed for violating guidelines. And I hadn't done anything yet in the video. Like, it was literally just the cover sitting here as I'm clicking around trying to get, like, the windows the way I want them because I'm using 2 separate computers and stuff.
Oh, so it's one of those, you know exactly what you did kind of scenarios. I love those. I love trying to figure out what I did wrong when someone's utterly hacked off at me. Why not?
So anyway, after she like changed her name, changed her costume, she has to go rescue some people that have been taken hostage. And so she meets, you know, a super-powered enemy, right? Because that's how a superhero story has to go, right? You gotta have a super enemy to fight, and her name is Meteor Misha Lavakova, which I don't know what Lavakova means, but I just like the meteor thing. And you're just like, oh, this is like just some named character with cool blue hair, right? Oh no, you're wrong, because boom, bottom of the next page, man. It is some stuff like right out of a manga. You got these intense close-ups. One of them's yelling at the other one. The other one's hair is like turning red because she's got fire-based powers, and she's making vague... Well, actually, no, she's not making vague threats. She's making very specific threats involving things like body bags. You know what I'm saying, man?
Oh, yeah. Love the body bag threats.
Oh, yeah. It's a pretty classic kind of threat. Like, any villain can use that one, you know, whether you're like a gangster or a supervillain or a giant robot. Like, you can always just bust out the body bag threat. Like, you can just be like, that's where you're leaving in, man. And everybody will have to take it seriously. Unless you're like a joke villain, in which case nobody's going to take it seriously because you're a joke.
Asking whether they want an open or closed coffin funeral works well, as I've heard.
Wow, we may get in trouble for that line. I don't blame you, though, because it's a good line.
Oh. Okay, I'll try and tone it back down to PG.
No, I'm just, like, being really silly, because I don't... When the email says you've violated guidelines and you literally hadn't done anything yet, it's a joke. And so that's all this is. This whole stream is just a joke. Oh, boy. Let's see, I'm trying to find, like, the right thing to show in the fighting to be, like, super dramatic. Because, of course, they have a super battle. Oh, we'll go over here. We'll show this, like, explosion on camera here. Because everybody loves explosions. But cool guys don't look at explosions. You gotta remember that rule. Cool guys don't look at explosions. But they have a superpower. Meteor over there, she's got like fire-based superpowers. Our hero's got like electric ones, and they go at it. And in true like Sailor Moon style or Sentai show style, they yell the names of their attacks. And so I have a list here that I wrote down some of these attacks. So I shall now read. Oh, I'm showing too much of the cover. Sorry for anybody's tender eyes who I have offended by showing this cover in its full holographic, glowy rainbow gloriness. Please don't ban me for saying that made-up word. Please. But here we go. Some attacks our hero used. I just wrote down like a couple. I think they used like 3 or 4 attacks each, but our hero busts out at one point. Satin Static Smasher. Yeah, kind of like that. It's super cheesy, but she's like got fashion-themed stuff going on, so it makes sense. But I really like this one for the consonants in it, because this one, it's way punchier with T's than it is with S's. Twin Tailored Tasers. Go ahead. You can be in awe of that one.
Well, it's clear she's cut from a different cloth.
Oh, You know, I think they make that joke in there somewhere. This whole book is full of sly references and stuff. By the time I got on page 6, I had already chuckled 3 times.
Yeah, I'm trying to dress this up as best I can.
Well, it's obvious to me I can't pull the wool over your eyes. We're terrible people. And the villain being, she's a Russian, which I think that just saying that word gets me demonetized. Fortunately, I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter. But all of her attacks are kind of themed that way. So she busts out Bolshevik Blaze at one point. Good case of consonants right there. And then I really just liked Hot Iron Curtain. I'm not sure why I liked it, but I just really liked that for some reason. You know, one of the things in this book, she's got this like those scarves and stuff, but since she's like a play off of Miss Marvel, you know, my favorite Miss Marvel costume is the black bodysuit with the red sash, just because of that red sash, really, if I'm honest, because that red is so striking against the stark black. And I remember in City of Heroes, I was so happy when we finally got sashes for costume parts. That was like, I don't know, I-18 or something, man. I can't believe it took that long to get freaking sashes added on as costume parts. I'd show you like the sash she has tied around her waist here, but I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, so you're just going to have to look at the cardboard rectangle and pretend you can see the sash.
I'm looking it up already online, so don't have to worry.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can look up Miss Marvel's costume, the black, with the red sash, and I think it's like a lightning bolt on her chest. Like, it's pretty classic looking. Probably the best costume that character ever wore. Really, I just like that sash, though. And let's see, they have a super battle, and through the course of the super battle, she discovers that the Russian also likes to make clothes, and so they become friends, and they stop beating each other up, and things go from there. And so we get this, like, the completion of the journey. She started out as this kid that wanted to make clothes, but was forced to do things because her teacher told her to. Hey, this sounds like your life story.
I never really got into tailoring, but yeah.
You know, all the characters you ever roleplay, they're super crafty. But anyway, that doesn't matter.
Oh, wait, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's just you want to do this thing, and you're being forced to do this thing. I think that's something everybody struggles with in their life. I've struggled with it. Fortunately, things just seem to work for me in my life. Things always just seem to like work out so that things go great for me. Not everybody has that kind of luck. I've been very fortunate. I know that. In fact, in the original version of this stream, the one that I went for a half hour and only 5 minutes exists because YouTube killed the stream after 5 minutes, but somehow StreamYard let me keep on keeping on. I talked about you and how this story in this book kind of reminded me of you. That's why when I saw you sent me that message, it's like, I got to get this dude on here, man. I got to get this dude on here. Because she goes through kind of not like your struggle, but she goes through like a struggle. You know, she's trying to do this thing, she's failing at it, nobody believes in her, she has something terrible, you know, tragedy strikes, but she can turn that to her advantage because that gives you an experience, it gives you perspective, and she gets to do this other thing, but that's not the thing she really wanted to do. And so when that goes south, she gets to do it her way. She gets to do what she wants, the way she wants to do it. And if she succeeds or not, that's on her. And along the way, she grows up, she learns life lessons, she makes friends, and ultimately, at the end, she's doing exactly what she wants to do. And that just kind of reminded me of you. Like, I don't know if this is like the universe being synergistic or what, but you know, you in your whole life, man, you have wanted to go write stuff, among other aspirations, but that one has always been there. And now here in the last month, you're getting to write stuff, you're getting paid. I mean, it's not like you're churning out, you know, 10,000 page novel, or not 10,000 page, 1,000 page novels every 2 months like Stephen King when he was back in the 70s, and not actually, you know, doing anything but writing while on a bender 24/7. but you're starting it, man. You're at the beginning of your career. You've made it through your origin story.
Aw.
As rough as that has been in your life, you've made it through it. You are there, you're writing, you're starting to do what you want to do, what you've always wanted to do, what you're good at, and it's awesome. You're just like her without the keen fashion sense. Or superpowers.
Or the cleavage that gets you banned on YouTube.
Yeah, that too. I mean, that's why I am showing the cardboard rectangle in the middle of the screen here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I ever dressed in that kind of outfit, that would probably be less YouTube bannable offense and more crime against humanity.
I feel you on that one, ma'am. I am not designed for spandex on any level.
Nobody is.
I expected my origin story to have more clown makeup, but I'm kind of glad of the way things are headed. I don't think I've reached the destination per se, but you're always taking one more step, hopefully.
That's all you can do some days. But I gotta say, it's awesome that you're banging these articles for CBR, man. I've been reading them and they're really cool.
Thank you. It's a breath of fresh air, really. I
can imagine.
I don't think I'm being offensive to anyone when I say that even before this coronavirus business, retail is a very hard gig, mentally and physically.
The only people that won't agree with you on that are the people that have never wanted it.
Yeah.
All right, so on that topic, my experience working retail was working at a college bookstore over summer and getting to skip the two busy weeks.
Hilarious stories from that bookstore.
Yeah, and I got to skip the 2 busy weeks when people were actually buying books for school because I didn't take my vacation and they had to give me 2 weeks.
That's pretty thank you.
So,
that is playing the system like a pro right there.
Yep, I will say that I did not plan it that way. It just worked out.
It just worked out, no doubt.
But so my retail experience is actually really sheltered because I think I only manned the register 4 times that whole time. I mostly spent time down in the basement taking books out of boxes or bringing stuff upstairs to stock on shelves. So I never really got the customer interaction portion of the retail experience. But even what little I did have, although I did have great fun with that because I would just totally lay on the southern accent when somebody was leaving because if they were tourists, and I'd be like, y'all come back now, you hear?
Everybody always expects the hillbilly and the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yep. So, my retail experience was a very gentle one. I hear the kind of stuff that you people that are not me, so meaning the rest of the universe that has worked in retail, goes through, and I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you make it from one day to the next dealing with that kind of stuff because I would not deal with it. I don't think I can swallow my pride that much.
I'm going to say this. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Go for it, please.
I'm just going to say this for anyone who's listening. We eventually try and grow numb to it. From what I've talked to other people, we try to just say it's just another rude customer, but there is a limit. I know that, as the saying goes, you don't quit a job until you have another job, but there is a limit where you can just feel the last threads starting to snap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it comes a time where you're like, that's enough, I gotta go.
And you're just like, this is turning into less of a job, less of a career, and more of a abusive relationship where it is expected that people can come into a place, verbally abuse me, verbally abuse my co-workers, and you don't, it becomes less about a personal offense and more about being part of, I'm not sure what to say, promoting that kind of mentality that retail workers are supposed to be mistreated, that people in the restaurant industry are supposed to be mistreated. You see these people who fire off all this vitriol and hatred at people for simple mistakes that could take a minute to fix. And you're just like,
Man. You know, it's
where
like,
do you get off doing that? So that's
people have taken that whole "the customer is always right" thing to mean that the customer has the right to be as rude as they want to be when they're dealing with something that has upset them. And I'm like, you need to back that down a couple of notches. You are still dealing with another person. We're not happy that things went wrong for you any more than you are, and we will do what we can to fix it. But you need to get down out of people's faces. That's not the way to go about it.
Yeah, I don't know that I always am successful, but I always try to be pretty considerate of snafus, because it's usually not the person's fault that you're talking to, so why yell at them? And, there's the old saying, you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar, and I don't know why you'd be catching flies. Like, okay, maybe you're a weird fly catcher type, but great example. Not this book, but other books I've gotten from Tim Lim. The last 2 books I got for him came in and they were mangled. One was just basically somebody had crumpled the entire cover and then smoothed it back out again. I don't know physically how that could happen. And the other one, I forget what it was, but there was something else wrong with Black Hops 2. I don't remember what it was exactly. In both cases,
kinks in the spine or something like that.
Yeah, it was some kind of handling damage or something. Anyway, Dr. Lim, he just sent me new copies. He's just like, hold on, man, that ain't cool. Let me fix that for you. And sent me new copies, and I have them. I still have the originals. They're all just packed away somewhere. But I didn't go in going, oh, this is the worst thing. Look at the quality of this. I'm just like, man, what happened to this thing? Dude, are other people seeing this? In those situations, I wasn't even really gunning for a copy. He just was like, I'm going to give you one.
And you went into it, you didn't try and pin the blame on Tim or point fingers. You were just like, man, how did this happen? This kind of sucks. Oh, well, let's move on.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to find the exact page in this comic, Gods and Gears 3, but one of these pages in here, it was the colors were, one of the colors was offset from where it should have been. Oops. And it's very slight, but it's noticeable because it makes the page look kind of, I think it's this one, with the railroad pirates. I don't even know if you guys are looking at the screen or whatever, but I'm showing this mainly for the audience at home, so that they have something to look at that's not just the cardboard square. But it was like this, if you look in their mouths and stuff, you can see the colors are off, because the tongue is in the wrong place, or the color of the tongue is in the wrong place, the teeth are pink, and they shouldn't be, obviously. And Ryan Wynn was like, yeah, man, we know that happened to some of those copies. I don't even have another one I could send you, and I'm like, don't worry about it, I'm not asking for one. Or another alternative book, I got, it was some issue of Adam Rex, I think. Might have been the reprint, and in case you missed it, I don't remember. But the pages weren't cut. So you open up the book, and you can't open it up all the way, because the pages aren't cut. You're like, oh, I'm going to go look at page 4, and page 4 is in the middle here, and it's just, well, that's weird. I can't open the book. And
that's pretty wacky.
Yeah, I mean, that happens. When you're producing thousands upon thousands of something, you're going to get a few bad things out of it. It's not a big deal. It happens. That's life. And I already had another copy of the book, so I didn't care about getting another copy. And I'm just like, look, Peter, he's the publisher at Alterna. I'm like, Peter, man, you probably should talk to your printer about their quality control. If I'm getting one of these, then probably somebody else is getting one of these, because I think that was the one I got from the store, so it went through Diamond. So there's who knows how many boxes, 1,000 books go out, and so that's 10 separate boxes of books from the printer. And if I'm seeing one out of 1,000 other copies, there's probably another one like that, the matching twin, to go with it.
Yeah, it's between notifying someone of something going wrong, which they'll need if they're a competent business owner to rectify, and doing so with with intent to berate.
Yeah.
Is the best way I can put it.
I don't ever want to berate somebody. If I'm trying to give okay, I'll take it back. I had to do that at work one time, but that wasn't a customer, or that wasn't like an employee and I was the customer. That was, you screwed up, son, and we need to fix this. But I'm going to tell you how you screwed up first, so that you feel bad enough that you'll go fix it. I've had people do that to me too. Like, this isn't a one-way street. I've had that same talk with my boss. He dressed me down once or twice. Like, that's a necessary thing for improvement, but that's also not the customer-employee relationship, which should always remain cordial, because if I'm the customer, I want you to help me.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a lot better return if you come to me with a problem and you're polite about it. You can even still be mad. I understand something goes wrong, you're upset. I don't expect everything to always be smiles and happiness. But if you come up to me and try to take my head off like it's personal, I'm not going to be nearly as motivated to be nice to you in return when I try to help you resolve this issue. I'm just going to try and do the bare minimum to get you out of my face because I don't want to deal with it.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
But if you come up and you're cool, then I'm going to be cool back and do what I can to help. Like an example of that from my time at Lowe's. Me and the guy that I was partnered with, we went to a person's house and installed a new washer. And after we left, the drain hose from the washer sprung a leak. Like, it popped off. And yeah, nobody had any idea what was going on. The customer just called and was like, all of a sudden there's a ton of water on my floor. What do you do? We were like, hang on, we'll be there in like 5 minutes, because we hadn't gotten to our next stop yet. So we turned around immediately and beat feet back to their house. And like, we were taking a look at what was going on, and then some other guys from the delivery department showed up with like a wet dry vac to clean up the mess and whatnot. And when it was over, they were like, no, you keep the wet dry vac, because the customer was cool. They didn't take anybody's head off. They just wanted help.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have an example of that here in my house that I bought. Whoever laid the tile down in, I don't know if it was the same guy that did all the tile in this place, but there's a place by my door that goes in from the garage, and also in the guest bathroom up here, where I don't know if the grout just disintegrated or what, but they've had to come out and fix it multiple times, and they keep finding that more and more of the grout's just gone. Every time they do, it's like, we have no idea what's going on, but they come out and fix it. We're always like super cordial to them, so I don't think they really mind. And I guess the warranty just keeps getting extended because they keep working on it. So I've had this long, and I don't think any of us want this relationship to continue. But in fact, I think they finally did fix it the last time they were out here, because there hasn't been any weird tile slippage by the garage door.
Well, that's good. Tile can be a tremendous nightmare to work with.
Oh, yeah, I don't ever want to have to lay tile. I don't want to do that. I don't want to fix tile. I don't want to cut tile. I don't want anything to do with tile if I can avoid it. But they've always been super cool. My mom, she's usually the one that's here because she lives in my guest bedroom. So she's usually the one that's here to greet the guy and stuff. And Phantom loves the tile guy when he comes out to visit, because he's like coming to visit her, obviously.
Obviously, everybody comes to visit Phantom.
Yep, so it's just like it's an unfortunate relationship, but it's a very good one. Nobody's upset.
Yeah. Which is how it should be. If everything was cool, they wouldn't have to come out there. But, when things are not cool, and they come out and you're cool with them and they're cool with you. So that's how it should go.
Right on. Gentlemen, this stream has survived 54 minutes and 37 seconds now on the air. We have not had any community strike. We have not been deleted. We have not been canceled. This has been a success. For those of you watching, Common America, the book we've been talking about before we got on this customer kick here, which has been a fun kick. It's on Indiegogo. You can go over to Indiegogo and type Common America. You'll find it just fine. It was on Kickstarter but you have a second chance right now. That sounds gross. Second chance. There we go. So you can get in on it. Apparently they're out of body pillows. I didn't know that was a perk, but you could have got a body pillow with the character on it if that's your jam. You know? I know, I act like I didn't know that was a perk, but no, I didn't know that was a perk, because that was a perk on the Kickstarter. I also know who the supplier of the body pillow covers is and all that stuff. So apparently everything is sold out except for just the book. So you can go get the book. It's $10 plus whatever the shipping is. I think it was $15 when I got it on Kickstarter. It's a great book. It's square bound. It's got this crazy holographic cover. I found out that Tim Lim, he runs a bunny sweatshop or something. I'm not quite sure on the details, but he said there were no breaks because he was there the entire time they were packing the books. So apparently he had those bunnies working overtime putting the holographic stuff on the cover to produce those beautiful holographic lines that kind of confused me. Because like my first reaction when I opened this up is it hurt my eyes when I went from the holographic rainbow on the cover to the interior art. Like it was just a jarring transition to go from holographic line
like
to not.
Shift.
Like that got to me. That messed with my head. But we better get the cardboard rectangle back in place. There we go. I think I'm going to do all my book reviews with the cardboard rectangle from now on. Just in case. I can't actually show you the book, but we can talk about the book.
All comics now come from that one company that I can't remember that one. Where you're like, oh, I got all this extra swag.
Oh, Coffin Comics.
Yeah, Coffin Comics. Yeah.
Oh, they're not the only ones that have them kind of covers. Did I ever show you like the rags covers that are a little more than just risque?
I think I've seen.
There's only two of them
that were pretty risque, but I don't think I've seen things that are like you can't show this.
Oh
like,
no, there's two that I can't show.
Oh wow.
Because they're just straight on showing all the bits.
Goodness.
Then there's what's that other company that publishes stuff that the interiors seem. I bought one of them because it was on the store was doing their spring cleaning sale, so it was like $1.99 for any book, and those books are like $10. So I bought one on a lark, and it was like, whoa, what did I just purchase? Not just, I mean, the cover was like covered up by a piece of paper that had been inserted by the shopkeeper, so I should have known what I was getting into.
Yeah. Covering it up like it's the magazine rack at the gas station.
Yeah, exactly. I think that company's Boundless or something like that. I forget. Man, the stuff they sell. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I think I'm going to kind of cut the stream off here because we're getting weird. We are getting weird now. And
we're definitely straying near the bounds of civilized content.
Yeah, so we're going to end the stream. Thank you all so much out there for joining us. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't community strike people when they're not doing anything wrong.
No doubt.
You know,